Hi guys, welcome to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to review Magickal Cashbook by Gallery of Magic, and I'm just going to show you what I've done. In order for this review to make sense, you'll have to purchase your own copy of Magickal Cashbook, either the Kindle version or the print version. I personally went for the Kindle version because it's cheaper and I only really need it for the instructions. And it's probably not something that I'm going to revisit again once I know how to use it. So I just wanted to show you what I made. So I have made this according to the instructions in the book. And because I didn't have a physical notebook with me at that time, I just took some printer copy paper. This is an A4 size, which is very popular in our country. And I just folded it in half crosswise, stapled it down the middle to make it look like a notebook. And then what I did for the cover was to get aluminum foil and then wrapped it on it like a book cover. And I had some orange paper lying around that wasn't even big enough to cover the whole back. So as you can see, it's a patchwork job. And then I printed out the back sigil and the front sigil according to the instructions, scaled it up to the size that I wanted, in proportion to the size of the notebook. And then the middle is stapled, as I said, and then that's it, notebook done. So regarding the instructions, for the first page, I've written it down, just followed what was on the book. And then the next pages were as per the ritual. This is the figures that I've earned from using the ritual. And for my first one, I immediately got the $250 that I wanted after 2 days. So I started on the next page. So I'm just showing you how many times I've used the Magickal Cashbook. And the last that I've used it is December last year. My initial motivation for making and using the Magickal Cashbook is to help me pay off one of my credit cards, which I've successfully done 1 month before my imposed deadline. And I believe that it would have been harder without Nitika's help. So my thoughts, aka my review of the Magickal Cashbook by Damon Brand from the Gallery of Magic. I would say that it works and it's worth getting for the price of the book. Oh, and this is Tiger, you guys. He just came from outside, and so I just had to let him in. It works because I've gotten exactly what I needed and exactly what I've asked for just before the deadline that I have set for myself. And I was able to pay off one of my credit cards using it. So I would say that for me, it's really worth it. So would I have still been able to meet my goal without using this? Yes, but maybe it would take me longer. Maybe I would get money, but it's not the amount that I wanted. And to be honest with you, cash didn't fall from the sky. As they say, magic flows in the path of least resistance, and the path of least resistance for me is my day job. So I'm an essential worker. I work in the healthcare industry, and because we're always short in our industry, there's lots of extra shifts floating around. But I would say that the area where the Magickal Cashbook has worked for me was picking up the shifts that I wanted, that worked for my schedule, and the incentive of being offered double pay at times. And there were times when I didn't get it through my main job. I got it through this research company that pays you to do surveys and video interviews with them. So I think I had 2 of those this entire time that I used the Cashbook. So that was really helpful as well. Oh, and just a side note here, if you live in New Zealand and you're interested in that company that pays you for taking surveys, then I will also share my personal invite link down below. I can say firsthand that it's legitimate. I've gotten my payment the 2 times that I've taken surveys. So just putting it out there for people who are thinking of using the Magickal Cashbook but not willing to put in the work. Can the money fall from the sky? Yes, maybe. It can come in the form of gifts or from somewhere totally unexpected, but maybe it's not gonna happen realistically for all of the days that you are gonna do the ritual in order to obtain the money that you need at the right amount at the right time. But it's worth repeating that magic flows through the path of least resistance, probably just like water. And if you have a day job, then most likely it's going to come through that avenue. Or if you already have relatives around you to begin with who have money to spare to help you. So it depends on what the path of least resistance is for you under your current circumstances. You have to put in the work in both the magical and the mundane realm in order to meet your goals. If they're at odds with each other, then it's a bit more of a struggle making your goals or your wishes come true. And he specifically says in the book that if you obtain the Magickal Cashbook copy through an illegal source, then it's really not going to work for you. It's going to backfire. So just another tip there. If you want to practice something that comes from a book, then ensure that you yourself bought a personal copy of that book as your way of supporting the author and the author's hard work. So that's it for my thoughts and review on the effectivity of the Magickal Cashbook. I would say that it's really simple to use, and if you don't have any problems about working with spirits like Nitika, then I would say go for it. Till next time, guys, thank you so much. Bye-bye.